chosen artworks is The Persistence of Memory by Salvador Dali and The Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh. We all agreed to this artwork because we are amazed by their meaning. To begin, let's start with the artwork of Salvador Dali. Assumption of Art, Art and Experience at Persistence of Memory 1931 by Spanish artist and surrealist icon Salvador Dali is one of the rare works of art that can be conjured with the mention of two simple words: melting clocks. B. Function of art. Personal function in the persistence of memory. It is personal function because of his art depends on his observations, emotions, thoughts, and feelings as influenced by his imagination, and the artist create an artworks that is related and based on his point of view. Representational art. Famous melting clocks represent the omnipresence of time and identify its mastery over human beings. It is said that his inspiration for the soft watch came from the surreal way that Dali saw a piece of runny camembert cheese melting in the sun. Source of subject. Everyday life. The persistence of memory is within the category of everyday life. The artist represents as he saw the camembert cheese melting in the sun and described in his imagination. The factual meaning. The persistence of memory contains a self-portrait over which is draped a soft watch. For Dali, these soft watches represent what he called the camembert of time, suggesting that the concept of time had lost all meaning in the unconscious world. Conventional meaning. It represents the melting watches which had been the focal point of persistence of memory, are seen here as a reminder of Dali's earlier interest in using physical, mundane objects to represent the expression of subconscious human desires and drives. Subjective meaning. The subject of the persistence of memory he's setting is one he often used, the seashore of Catalonia at Gig Cruise. His melting clock imagery marks the rigidity of chronometric time. The Starry Night painting by Vincent van Gogh. Assumption of Art. Starry Night in 1889 from a room in the mental asylum at St. Remy where was recovering from mental illness and his ear amputation. B. Function of art. Personal function. It depicts hope. It seems that Van Gogh was showing that even with a dark night such as this, it is still possible to see light in the windows of the houses, and with shining stars filling the sky, there is always light to guide you. Subjective type. In Starry Night, contoured forms are a means of expression, and they are used to convey emotion. Source of subject. Starry Night conveys strong feelings of hope through the bright lights of the stars shining down over the dark landscape and night. It seems that Van Gogh is contrasting life and death with luminous stars. Factual meaning. Vincent van Gogh painted Starry Night in 1889 from a room in the mental asylum at St. Remy where was recovering from mental illness and his ear amputation. It emphasized the symbolism of the stylized cypress tree in the foreground, linking it to death and Van Gogh's suicide. Conventional minute contoured forms are a means of expression, and they are used to convey emotion. Van Gogh's turbulent quest to overcome his illness is reflected in the dimness of the night sky, and the village is painted with dark colors as the brightly lit windows create sense of comfort. Subjective meaning. This means that artists of this period took a subjective view of the visual world and painted their world according to their own artistic perceptions. In particular, he liked to paint landscapes that reflected his own emotions and soul. That is our Unit 1 task. We learned a lot with my group mates by searching and understanding the meaning of each artwork on the internet. We hope really on you our learning about the topic. That's all. Thank you for watching.